A little bit nervous about this one. We're coming to the twilight zone now, so those of a nervous disposition might want to look away. We're going to talk about the shank. Now, it's not a good shot to be demonstrating. Many pros won't even look at someone who's shanking, let alone demonstrate it. But if you understand how it happens, you can understand how to effect the cure. Now, from a simple setup here where everything looks good and correct, what tends to go wrong in the majority of shanks is that the club face gets out of position with the path of the swing. My experience usually is that the path gets too far behind the player and the club face gets too closed. And what happens from there is the player starts to hit the ball fat, hits the ball ground first, and then as a result of that tries to open up the face. Now with this inside position here and experience of hitting the ball fat, they're opening up the face and then they present the hosel of the club, the shank if you like, to the ball. Now that can be played on purpose. Watch me do it here. Ouch. Now the good news is if I can play that shot on purpose, I understand the properties of that shot. I therefore understand how to correct it. So let's have a look at another ball here. From the same address position, I should pay much more attention to the line of my takeaway. Instead of the club going behind me here, I keep the club in front of me. And I also make sure that the club returns back to square. So with those two thoughts in mind, I have the cure for the shank. The line of my takeaway and the release of the club. But I must admit I was a little bit nervous before I hit that shot, because even though I know what happens, the shot of shanking the ball in golf is the hardest shot to recover from mentally. It's like having the yips on the putting green.